Hey friends, it's Sarah from She's Crafty, She Knows It, and today we're going to try this brand new electric clay bead spinner. So this is actually one that Tilhumt sent me that has a brand new patent design that's set up a little bit different than other ones I've seen in the past. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try and see how it works. So let's go ahead and open up the box. Okay, so it looks like it comes with some elastic string. Oh, there's actually a little package of really cute little stickers that are in there. That's super cute. This little gray thing. Here's a cord. Oh, it's attached to the actual bead spinner. Okay. It's like an instruction book. Here's a little hook and then another little pink thing. Okay, let's go ahead and see real quick how to set it up. And so it looks like this little gray mat is what these little things sit on to hold everything in their specific place. And so I'm going to go ahead and just make sure I have the right charger. So it comes with a cord with a USB in, so you will need your own little charger that you can plug the USB in and then plug it in. So let me go ahead and plug it in real quick. Okay, so it recommends filling it with beads first. And so I have my bowl of beads right here already that we're going to try. And so I'm going to kind of hold it up like this and just dump some in. It says to not exceed 1,300 pieces. So obviously, I don't know exactly how many is in this bowl right here, but I'm just going to fill it up about halfway. Kind of like just this one side over here. About like that. Let's see how that does for us. And then you line it up and set it on the little gray mat. So it's kind of like magnetic. You can feel this magnetic pull and the things line up and it sets right in place. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so it holds it right there like this. This is the needle holder. So let's get one of the little needle hook things out. Okay, just like this. So we're gonna go ahead and thread our string. So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and thread it just like this. Okay, and then what it wants you to do is actually put this little needle hook in here like this. So you kind of slide it down and it holds the needle for you. So the whole idea of this bead spinner compared to other ones I've seen and used is that it's kind of like hands-free, which is super cool. Okay, so this thing has like a little hexagon, just like the bigger part of the bead spinner on the bottom. And you're just gonna line up this hexagon with the hexagon on the mat. And it sets right there. So it kind of just does its own little thing. That's really cool. So I'm going to leave it there. We're going to go ahead and turn it on. So you just kind of turn on this little, there's like a little thing to click over here on the cord. Click it on and it kind of starts threading it itself on the needle. So you can just sit here and watch it go, which is so crazy. I'm used to the other one where you have to kind of move the needle around to get it to get in the right spot. And so it's just doing it completely on its own. Once the needle fills up completely with beads, then we'll take it off, slide it down the string, and then do it again. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and slide them down. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the needle out of the little holder. Look how many that did so fast. And I didn't have to hold it or do anything. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so that got us, I actually have my ruler right here. I know I like my bracelets about 7 inches. So that got us, let's see, pretty much exactly 3.5 inches. So we're halfway there already. That was so fast. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slide the needle back into the holder. Go ahead and line it up on the little mat and we'll turn it on again. I'm amazed by the fact that I don't have to do anything. This is amazing. I'm so used to really having to like move the needle around to get it in the right spot and adjust the speed on the electric bead spinner, and this is just completely hands-free. Okay, like always, I will link all the supplies I'm using, including this really cool electric bead spinner, in the description below this video. I think this specific bead spinner comes in 2 colors, pink and blue if I'm correct. Obviously this is the pink, which is super cute, but I'll link it below in the description. So if you're looking for the link, look there in the description below this video. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. It's getting really full. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slide them down. That was so fast. Look how fast it was to do this entire string full of beads. So let's see. It's actually more than 7 inches. So it's more than I even need, which is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go, it's kind of doubled over, so I'm gonna pull it out like this. I'm gonna take a little bit off. It actually strung too many, which is crazy that it did more than I needed in that amount of time. Okay, that looks perfect. Just gonna slide it down. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut this end over here so that we can tie it off and see how it looks. I always do several knots. And of course you can put a touch of super glue if you want to. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the little ends. Okay, so my bracelet is complete. It's so cute. That was so amazingly fast. I can't even believe it. Under 10 minutes to set up the bead spinner out of the box and make a bracelet that's adorable that I can wear. So cute. I'm gonna go ahead and make another one. I have this new set of beads that I kind of want to test out as well. So let's go ahead and empty this and we'll make a totally different bracelet that looks different. Okay, so I'm just actually gonna dump this whole thing back into the bowl. Move these to the side. I have this new set of beads right here that came. I bought these on Amazon, so I will link these as well. This is a whole set. So it came with like little charms, scissors, tweezers. It came with some string. And then all these sets of beads, including like alphabet beads and some gold beads, little hearts and stars, but all these colors. So there's a ton. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do one that's kind of pinks and oranges. It's obviously gonna go super fast with the electric bead spinner. And I'm gonna go ahead and get out. I'm gonna see what it looks like if I do 3 little hearts. It'll represent my girls. I have 3 girls, so I'll do 3 hearts in the center. And then maybe like a little gold bead on each side. And then we'll just do colored clay beads on the side and probably one of these bigger gold beads in the back to kind of hide the knot. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll see how that looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my electric bead spinner with a variety of pinks and oranges and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I put enough beads in there to get it started. So we're gonna go ahead and line it up and put it back on the mat, just like that. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do is I only need, let's see about how much room this takes up. The little hearts, maybe about 1 inch. So I'm gonna do, let's see, if I want it 7 inches, I need to do 3 inches on this side, 3 inches on this side, and then that will take up about 1 inch. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to bead on about 3 inches first, which should go very quick using this electric bead spinner. This thing is so cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and thread my needle. What I love is that this is something my girls can use on their own. They're 11, 9, and 8, and this is something they can do. I don't have to worry about them holding this sharp needle and moving it all around on their own because it's really hands-free once it's set up, which is so cool. So I'm gonna get it in there like this. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it on. Now, I didn't fill it as full as I had it last time because I kind of made my own little blend of beads. So it could be fuller, so it might take it a little bit more time than last time to get the beads on there since it's not quite as full with beads. So if you want to go through and add more beads, of course you can, but this is still incredibly fast considering, and it saves your hands and eyes so much work. It's so tedious with these tiny little polymer clay beads to have to go through and string them on bead by bead. So this just saves so much work. If one falls out, you can just kind of throw it back in. Trying to see how much we got. We got about 1 inch, 2 inches, maybe 1 more inch to go. Let's see if I can turn it a little bit more towards the center. Okay, I would think that's got to be about enough. So let me go ahead and turn it off. I'm going to go ahead and move it down onto the string, and that way I can measure it and see about how much we have. We need about 1/2 inch more. Okay, so put it back on, do 1/2 inch more. So obviously if you're doing alphabet beads or something like that, it might take a little bit more time taking it off of the little hook down here and putting it back on versus doing just one long string of beads. But you can also adjust it. That's going faster now that I kind of moved it towards the center a little bit. So you can kind of see where all the beads are. Okay, I have a feeling that was more than I needed. Go ahead and slide it out. So a little bit more than 3. So we're going to leave it for now. I can take some off of this end over here when we're done. Okay, so we just got to unthread the needle real quick to put our little beads on. So I'm going to go ahead and put a gold bead on. Now this part you do have to do by hand because the holes in the little alphabet beads and heart beads are too small to do the curve of the needle. So just if you're doing alphabet beads or other cute little charms or adding stuff, just pop it off the needle real fast, thread it, and then you can put it back on. It's still such a fast process that it's no trouble at all to take it off and then rethread it. Put one more gold bead on the other side. So right there I have about 4 inches. So I just need 3 more inches. Go ahead and thread it again. Put it in our little needle holder and line it up. And let's turn it back on. My girls love making friendship bracelets for their friends all the time. So this is gonna be such a game changer for us as a family with them making all their bracelets and taking turns using this. I'll honestly probably just go ahead and buy a couple more of these so that they can all have one, and that when we're making bracelets at the same time, we can all be using one and we can just be popping out bracelets left and right, which will be so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and see how much I have. It looks like a good bit. Slide the needle out. So really, if you weren't adding any kind of beads and taking the time to add like the heart beads or alphabet beads, I mean, you could easily make a bracelet just with the clay beads in under 5 minutes. I bet it would take, 2 to 3 or something like that. Let's see if I have plenty before I unthread the needle completely. Oh, more than enough. I went over. We have about 8 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the thread. It's kind of doubled over inside the beads. Pull it out. Move the needle. I'm going to move this back just a little bit. Okay, so we want the hearts to be about in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and take off a little bit on each side. So I'm going to slide this down just like that. About right there. I'm going to cut. And since I want them to be in the middle, oh yeah, I forgot I have that gold bead I want to do too to kind of cover the knot in the back. So we're going to do like this, take a few off of this end, and then it looks like I need almost 1 inch off down here. So then when I look at it, that is about 3 inches of the clay beads on this side, about 3 inches of clay beads on that side, and then the hearts and the gold beads take up 1 inch in the center. So that looks pretty dang perfect. I'm going to go ahead and slide this last little gold bead on here. So I'm going to go ahead and do all my knots. Let's go ahead and cut this. Voila, 2 adorable bracelets. So fast, so easy to make. I know I'm going to use this so often, and so are my girls. Don't forget, I will link this electric bead spinner as well as the beads that I used in the description below this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos. Bye!
She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows. She's crafty and she knows it.